Do you want to know the 4 critical questions that nobody asks their Edmonton real estate agent before they decide? If you might be considering a local Edmonton real estate agent but aren't really sure what to look for or avoid, watch this video now. In this video, you'll arm yourself with the right questions to avoid pushy, aggressive salesmen and find professional, respectful agents that you love to work with. My name is Leanna Martens and I'm a local Edmonton real estate agent. If you might be considering a relocation, reach out in the description below for my personally vetted list of agents, or if you'd like, you can reach out to work with us direct. It is exactly what we do. We take the stress out and we make it easy. Also, don't forget to subscribe now because I put out 2 great videos a week to make sure you get the information you need. So let's move on to the 4 critical questions you need to ask your local Edmonton real estate agent. Question number 1, who don't you work with and why? This is an excellent question to ask because a real estate agent can work with anyone, and they're always looking for business and not likely to turn it down. A good agent has been in the business long enough where they know and they can identify who they do not work well with and who they work with best. And the group that they work with best, they'll have systems, processes, and supports put in place to help those people best. Question number 2, why is the market different in different segments? This is an excellent question to really weed out the newbie agents and the lazy agents. I've alluded to this in other videos. If they stumble or cannot provide a thorough enough answer, they just don't know. A good agent is really going to understand each different segment of the market and all the drivers that affect it and what's going on now. Question number 3, how do you know what leverage you have in negotiations? Successful negotiators understand that in order to get their clients' needs met, they have to understand all stakeholders to that transaction. Inexperienced agents will promise you the moon and end up delivering nothing. Experienced agents many times have pre-existing relationships, so if you are in a competitive market and you are on the buy side, those existing relationships and professionalism go a long way with getting your offer accepted. Experience really is the key here. Loud, obnoxious, aggressive personalities are the least effective in these types of scenarios. Knowledge, strategy, and good communication win out every time. Choose an assertive, intelligent, and respectful agent to represent you to win in this area. Question number 4, how do you handle other bad agents? This is such a good question and very rarely we get asked, if ever. And it's really important because how your agent or your prospective agent answers this is going to be very reflective of the existing relationships that they will have as a result of how they practice and how they're going to represent you. Good and experienced real estate agents can handle all types of personalities, and they won't let that get in the way of the success of the transaction. A good response might include something like this. Regardless of who is on the other side of the transaction, I always treat them with respect and professionalism. That is important because later in the transaction, whether you are on the buy side or the sell side, you will very likely have an ask of the other party after negotiations. So how the negotiations and communications have been dealt with from the beginning precede your ability to get what it is that you want later. For example, if you're a buyer and you might have an additional ask of a walkthrough prior to possession, or maybe you have an additional ask after the inspection report has been completed. Or if you're a seller, maybe you have an additional ask of additional monies in the security deposit from the buyer, or maybe a smaller concession from the inspection requests. A good agent knows this and they're going to set you up for success from the beginning. Thank you so much for watching the 4 questions that nobody asked their Edmonton real estate agent. If you ask these questions, you are guaranteed to find an exceptional real estate agent. So subscribe below, and if you would like, reach out for my list of personally vetted real estate experts, or if you'd like to work with us, that's exactly what we do. Information in the description below to reach out to us direct. We take the stress and overwhelm out of relocating, and we make it easy. So again, thank you for watching. If you'd like to find a little bit more about living in Edmonton, make sure you check out this video here, and I'll see you in the next video.